talking of today's edition of QP Event Channel. You're with Milinji and here's the news in brief. 7th National Assembly Plenary Meeting convened. A bamboo crop of ethnic people in Quảng Bình Province. Exhibition Art Insects opened. Yesterday, the 7th plenary meeting of the 14th National Assembly opened in Hanoi. During the meeting, the National Assembly will discuss and give opinions on drug laws to complete the legal system and strengthen defense security.
At the meeting, the National Assembly will discuss the draft revised law on militia and self-defense forces, the law on the reserve force, and the revised labor code. Along with that, the National Assembly will monitor the planning, management, and using of urban land since the land law took effect from 2013 to 2018. The National Assembly is also reported on socio-economic development plan in 2018 and first months of 2019. Regarding solutions to strengthen defense security, the government will continue consolidating national defensive posture and security disposition while firmly safeguarding national sovereignty. The Fatherland Front Central Committee delivers people's petitions to the 7th working session of the 14th National Assembly. Today, the National Assembly will discuss the revised law on education.
As a sad scenario goes, an oil tanker docking at Nha Trang Vinpun port accidentally crashes and causes oil to speed into the sea. 2 crew members fall into the water and 1 crew member is seriously injured. Upon receiving the information about the incident, Khánh Hòa Border Guards and the Vietnam Environmental Incident Response Center in Khánh Hòa Province quickly mobilized forces and means to rescue victims, as well as promptly implement the oil spill response plan. That is an important and necessary exercise to timely respond to oil spills while minimizing human and property losses, as well as the impacts on the environment when incidents occur. Units in the whole military are conducting the 3 live fire tests for recruits to help them to be confident in preparing for this first major challenge in their army life. Trainers have paid close attention to and monitored the advancement of recruits. More to follow at Division 395 under Military Recentrary. Before the training, First Lieutenant Phạm Văn Thương, trainer of Battalion 4 under Regiment 8, often spends time talking with recruits. Difficulties and concerns in life, as well as training process, are friendly shared among officers and soldiers.
My commander and I are quite close. He is an enthusiastic and caring person and often chit-chats with us when we feel homesick.
With his openness in life and soldiers' management, First Lieutenant Thương has grasped all strengths of each soldier. Using that knowledge, has always proactively found suitable methods for each soldier to help them quickly catch up with training contents. Contents that soldiers can follow will be carefully re-instructed.
We often combine various training methods and rotate them regularly to keep soldiers interested. Along with that, we've also held contests between squads and reward outstanding soldiers.
After various examinations, soldiers at Regiment 8 have all got good results as well as their maturity. Facing intense training, soldiers have always shown confidence and proactiveness in training. The good training results have reflected resolute efforts of trainers and soldiers here.
Recruits come from different backgrounds, so it may be difficult for them to adapt to the new environment. So it is our responsibility to take care of them and instruct them.
After hard training, officers and soldiers at Regiment 8 always together take care of their vegetable garden. Through such care, solidarity and friendship between officers and soldiers have been strengthened, thus encouraging recruits to achieve good results at the coming 3 tests. After 2 years of implementing the mass mobilization model of Coast Guard troops accompanying fishermen, Coast Guard reasoned for in cooperation with local governments and authorities of Thổ Châu and An Sơn Island communes of Kiên Hải District, Kiên Sam Province, and Rạch Toilet, Ngọc Hiển District, Cà Mau Province, has conducted legal dissemination sessions for over 5,000 officials, teachers, and students, while allocating 6,000 leaflets to fishing vessels and fishermen. Besides, the unit has also supported poor students with excellent academic results, presented national flags, life jackets, life buoys, and medical kits to local fishermen with a total value of over $19,000, while mobilizing nearly $43,000 from social political organizations and benefactors to help local people. Coast Guard Region 4 has also presented gifts and scholarships to needy students with excellent academic results and national contributors. To raise border people's awareness of production to ensure food security, over the past years, officers and soldiers at Ka Siang Border Guard Station under Quang Binh Provincial Border Guard Command have worked with the Ruk ethnic people in Thượng Hoa Border Commune, Minh Hoa District to develop rice cultivation. So far, the rice cultivation area has increased to over 10 hectares.
This Rukland rice field lies in the middle of Cheung Sun Mountain. It is currently the harvest time in the locality. Looking at the heavy rice plants, it is harder to imagine that local people used to live from hunting and deforestation for agriculture. Thanks to the guidance of Ka Siang Border Guard Station soldiers, Ruk ethnic people in Thượng Hoa Border Commune, Minh Hoa District, Quảng Bình Province have got to master rice cultivation, self-serving foods, and gradually reducing poverty.
We got bumper summer-autumn crops this year. It's all thanks to the Border Guard soldiers. This year's summer-autumn crops record the highest yields over the years. It's the result of hard work of both Ka Siang Border Guard officers and local people. Seeing the fruits of our work, we'll strive to achieve much higher results.
Rukland rice cultivation project has been expanded to some 10 hectares in mid-Cheung Sun Mountain. After 8 years of implementation, the summer-autumn crop of 2018 recorded the highest yield of some 5.5 tons per hectare.
In the coming time, we'll continue advising the local authorities and people to better engage in regional security protection, mobilizing people to develop socio-economy. The unit will also work in handing over rice cultivation area to local people to farm.
Over 10 hectares of rice with high productivity, Ruk ethnic people in Ma'oo hamlet no longer suffer from hunger. It is largely thanks to the tireless efforts of the Ka Siang Border Guards. Today's achievements is the motivation for the locals to work harder, gradually reduce poverty, and develop the locality full of prosperity.
Coming up next, Vietnam and Laos promote cooperation on overseas citizens. Exhibition on insect organs. During the business trip to Laos from May the 19th to the 21st, the delegation of the Foreign Ministry of Vietnam, led by Deputy Foreign Minister and head of the State Committee for Overseas Vietnamese Affairs Nguyễn Quốc Cường, had a working session with the Liaison Committee for Overseas Laotians in Vientiane.
At the working session, the two sides exchanged matters of shared interest. They agreed to continue cooperation and experience exchange on work related to their respective overseas citizens, as well as creating favorable conditions for the groups to stabilize their life and contribution to the nation's socio-economic development and special relations. Earlier, the delegation pays a courtesy call on Lao Foreign Minister Salam Sai Komasit. The two sides assert that the special relationship between Vietnam and Laos has developed positively over the past time. The two sides have established many close cooperation mechanisms from the central to local level. Also within the visit, the Vietnamese delegation also holds a working session with the General Vietnamese Association in Laos and visits the Vietnamese Embassy in Laos.
In celebration of the International Museum Day, the Vietnam Science and Technology Day, May the 18th, and the World Biodiversity Day, May the 22nd, in Hanoi, the Vietnam Museum of Ethnology and the Italian Embassy in Vietnam have jointly organized an exhibition on the world of insects titled Discovering the Insect Biodiversity of Vietnam. With 38 photos introduced at the event, the exhibition offers an interesting new look into the abundance, evolution, and adaptation of insects to the surrounding environment. It also aims to improve people's understanding of the world of insects in an effort to encourage much-needed protection of insect biodiversity in particular, and animals and plants in general. The message of the exhibition is respect and live peacefully with nature so that nature will forever accompany humankind. The event takes place until June the 9th. On the morning of May the 20th in Hanoi, the People's Committee of Hanoi and the U.S. Cable News Network held a stunning ceremony on the cooperation to promote the beauty of Hanoi on CNN International in the 2019-2024 period. According to the side agreement, CNN will introduce Hanoi through various themes of an open Hanoi for you in 2019, Hanoi ready to depart in 2020, Hanoi more than a tourist destination in 2021, Hanoi a creative center in 2022, and Hanoi a leading thinking in 2023-2024. The promotion on CNN will include commercials, short films, and special programs. The above contents will be broadcast on CNN's digital, television, and social networks. Broadcasting area includes Asia Pacific, Europe, and the Middle East, North America, and South Asia. Previously, in the 2017-2018 period, Hanoi and CNN signed a media partnership package worth $2 million. In response to the campaign to prevent drowning and call on all people to practice physical training following Anglo's example, yesterday in Ganther City, the Youth Swimming and Chess Championships kicked off. The program is designed to promote sports activities among schools during summer holidays. To practice physical training following Anglo's example, yesterday in Ganther City, the Youth Swimming and Chess Championships kicked off. The program is designed to promote sports activities among schools during summer holidays.
As the two main sports of the city, swimming and chess are expected to become popular among students as well as teenagers in the city as a result of the championships. The event also helps improve youngsters' physical health and swimming skill, thus prevent drowning during the summer vacation. More than 200 athletes from schools in 9 districts will compete for 42 medals in 5 age groups in swimming event, while nearly 150 competitors will join the chess event for 10 medals. The city is expected to add 8 more events to the competition in 2020.
The rubber sandal was first made in the early stage of the national resistance war against French colonialists. From Djibouti military tires, Vietnamese troops skillfully created versatile sandals which accompanied soldiers and officers during the two national resistance wars. The rubber sandal has become part of our history. Now, in the modern life, those rubber sandals have not only served daily use, but also symbolized modesty and fashion style of many youngsters. This pair of rubber sandals accompanies me on many journeys to beaches or mountains. It's very convenient and suitable for daily uses, so I even wear them to go to work.
For this girl, fashion shows lifestyle of each individual, and simple sandals and clothing symbolize her style.
Rubber sandals can fit my entire outfit, especially they're made from jute tires that contribute environmental protection.
Not only Mỹ Anh, many Vietnamese people also prefer this type of sandals. On average, this shop sells thousands of rubber sandal pairs each month.
I've once worn rubber sandals on a trip to Thailand. There, my rubber sandal pair received great attention of foreign friends. They're very excited when knowing it is made by hand.
We have up to 30 designs of Thai sandals. We always want to keep up with footwear fashion in the world so as to produce best quality sandals.
The average lifespan of these sandals is at least 3 years, in which those made from airplane tires will have a lifetime of up to dozens of years. Particularly, many shops will offer warranty from 6 months to 1 year. Of course, if you want to learn more about these special sandals, you can visit Ho Chi Minh Museum or meet the king of tire sandals. Here, you can know about the tire sandals worn by President Ho Chi Minh, General Võ Nguyên Giáp, and soldiers, as well as the process of making these products. And don't forget to take photos with legendary sandals in wartime.
That is the end of the English News Bulletin. You can always watch our news again at qbvn.vn. For now, goodbye and see you again.